Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Shuklam Varadaram Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye. Om Namah Pranavathaya Shuddha Jnanaikamurtaye Nirmalayah Prashantaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. या देवी सूयते नित्यं विबुधैर्वेदपारगैः सा मे वसतु जिह्वाग्रे ब्रह्मरूपा सरस्वती यन्नित्यमानन्दमनन्तमेकं शिवेति नाम्ना श्रुतयो गृह्णन्ति तस्यावतारो नररूपधारी कृपासुधाभिः भुवि रामकृष्णः रामकृष्णगतः प्राणां तन्नाम श्रवणप्रियां तद्भावरञ्जिताकारां जगन्मातृस्वरूपिणी जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयात् इतरतश्चात्वेषविघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्मकृताय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृता यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तगुहकम् सत्यं परं धीमहि सत्यव्रतं सत्यपरं त्रिसत्यं सत्यस्य योनिं निहितं च सत्ये सत्यस्य सत्यं मृतसत्यनेत्रं सत्यात्मकं त्वां शरणं प्रपन्नाः कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। जयति जगति माया यस्य कायाधवस्ते वचनरचनमेकं केवलं चाकलय्य ध्रुवपदमपि यातो यत्कृपातो ध्रुवोऽयं सकलकुशलपात्रं ब्रह्मपुत्रं नतोऽस्मि व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः यस्वानुभावमखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपमदितितीर्षतां तमोऽन्धम् संसारिणां करुणयाः पुराणगुह्यम् तं व्याससूनुमुपयामि गुरुं मुनीनाम् यस्यात्मभूतस्य गुरोः प्रसादात् अहं विमुक्तोऽस्मि शरीरबन्धात् सर्वोपदेष्टुः पुरुषोत्तमस्य तस्याङ्घ्रियुग्मं प्रणतोऽस्मि नित्यम्।
मा कञ्चन शुचो राजन् यदीश्वरवशं जगत् लोका सफला यस्येमे वहन्ति बलिमीशितुः स संयुनक्ति भूतानि स एव वियुनक्ति च यथा गावो नसि प्रोताः तन्त्यां बध्या स्वतामभिः इच्छया क्रीडितुः स्यातां तथैवैषेच्छया नृणाम् यन्मन्यसे ध्रुवं लोकम् अध्रुवं वा न चोभयम् सर्वथा न हि शोच्यास्ते स्नेहादन्यत्र मोहजात् तस्माज्जह्यङ्ग्यवैक्लव्यम् अज्ञानकृतमात्मनः कथं तु अनाथा कृपणा वर्तेरन्ते च मां विना कालकर्म गुणाधीनो देहोऽयं पाञ्चभौतिकः कथम् अन्यास्तु गोपायेद् सर्पग्रस्तो यथा परम्. Bhagavan Narada was reminding the truths of our human life to Yudhishthira Raja. Dhritarashtra, Gandhari and Vidura had gone for Vanaprastha Ashrama, renouncing their palatial life with comforts. So Yudhishthira was worried about their condition. That time Bhagavan Narada comes and advises the truths of life so that every one of us can handle our life. Important truth is Yadi Ishvara Vasham Jagati. Very important truth of our life is our life is in the hands of the Ishvara. As a karma phala dhata, it is designed by the Ishvara according to our karma and guna. And second one is from the holistic view, that is from Paramarthika Drishti, entire creation is nothing but Leela of the Lord. Why this is important for us to understand? Once you understand that entire life of human being is nothing but a Leela, play, the partner in the play cannot ask why this type of scene in the play. The person who acts in the play cannot ask the director why you have kept these type of dialogues for me. This question cannot be asked because Kala karma gunadhinaha ayam deha. You have asked for it. After asking, you have forgotten. You have asked for these type of situations in your life. No, I don't remember that I have asked such a critical, dangerous and troublesome situation in my life. Then the Shastra says, no, you only asked. That has come as a result of your asking in the form of desire and action towards the desire. Kalaha, karmaha, gunadhinaha. So Kala brings a type of shape for our desire. This type of things I never ask. Who will ask? Can anyone ask carrying horse on their back? Everyone can ask only, horse should carry me on its back. Now the situation is, I have to carry this horse. And when I ask why this type of situation has come to me, you tell that it is your wish. Can anyone wish that I should carry horse on my back? So they tell that. One traveler was gone traveling. So he requested his sister Devata, Rama, so much of distance I have to cover. So please give me an horse to carry. So Bhagavan gave it. But thing is, he asked for horse to carry him. But he has to carry the horse. How it is possible? All the three brothers, Ravana, Kumbhakarna, and Vibhishana, did tapasya for 10,000 years. Ravana asked for power in the form of invincibility. Once you become invincible, you are powerful. So I should not be killed or threatened by so and so species like that. He left two species, Nara and Vanara. Then Kumbhakarna wanted to ask Indrasa. You are a glutton. Anything you will eat, including grahas, nakshatras, he will take in his mouth. That type of glutton. So all the devatas and others requested Mother Saraswati, somehow Mother manage this fellow, because Bhagavan Brahmaji is not going to stop giving boon to him. So somehow you manage like that. So Mother entered his tongue, and instead of telling Indrasana, he pronounced Nidrasana. See, in Sanskrit, if you know, E plus in, nakara in, half letter in, then dra. Suppose he put in plus E, you have to mentally imagine. E is the vowel plus in is the consonant, half letter. So E plus in, then dra, Indra. Suppose in plus E, ni became. Simple. Little twist, that's all. That is why they used to say, never chant Vedic mantra with apaswara. All side effects will come. So his intention was to get Indrasan to enjoy the creation, but he was made to pronounce Nidrasan. I hope you understand. E plus in, Indrasan. In plus E, Nidrasan. Why it was made? Every jiva has the right to desire. It has the right to perform action to fulfill that desire. Why devatas are against this fellow's desire? Because it is for loka amangalam. When an individual desire is a threat for the peace and happiness and the existence of other beings, then the entire creation will be against our desire. One should be very careful while desiring. Whether it is dharmic desire. So we don't know which desire we had in our previous births. This is from Vyavaharika Drishti. What is the answer from the scripture for all our suffering? This is what you decide. Then we ask, how can I desire this type of troublesome things? No, it was not decided by you, but it was made by others as troublesome because of your intention of the desire. We keep the Kumbhakarna's example. Desire is not wrong, but when it goes beyond some limit, then what happens? It becomes problem for us. Understand? That is why each jiva's shape and their mouth shape and the shape of the parts of the body is according to the size of the body. Imagine bird's mouth for an elephant. It will die out of hunger. How much it will eat with bird's beak mouth? If elephant has a beak mouth like birds, it will die. Imagine elephant's mouth for a bird. Then also it will die. So in Tamil they will tell, Alandu vechirukkan. Everything is according to measurement. If one tries to go beyond their measurement, then the entire Srishti becomes against for their desire. Got the point? So therefore, you might not have consciously desired for this problematic situation, like the person prayed for an horse. He prayed for an horse to carry him on its back. But what was the condition? He had to carry that. Like that, Kala karma gunadhinaha ayam deha. You are under the adhinam of the Ishvara. First try to understand this and accept this truth and be humble. That is called Sharanagati. In Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan says, Ishvara sarva bhutanam hrideshe arjuna tishtati Ramayan sarva bhutani yantraruhani mayaya. There is a machine called yantra. It is used in bringing out oil from the seeds. In Tamil, they will say check. So, in that machine, a bull will be tied. In front of the bull, with half-feet distance, a grass or a carrot will be tied. So, the bull will think, if I take one step ahead, I will get this grass. With that idea, in order to get that grass, he takes a step. Along with that, grass also travels. So it never gets that grass because it is tied with a stick in front of the bull. In that process, what happens? Oil is produced. Similarly, our life also. Shastra says, you are thinking that you have come here to enjoy. But the fact is, you have come here to learn. This clarity will come only if you understand the fact that you are tied with that yandra. The bull cannot ask, why this grass is going forward? Generally, grass cannot travel. When I was grazing, the grass cannot travel. In this condition, grass is traveling. Why? That's what here Bhagavan Narada says, you are tied with Kala, Karma, Guna. Very important message for us to understand. If it is understood, it will stop all our complaints. Everyone has some sort of complaint. Munumunutan. My acharya used to say, Munumunutan, grumbling. For anything and everything in our mind, with voice, without voice, what comes? This grumbling. Acceptance doesn't come to us. Bhagavan says, if you are a knowledgeable person, you will understand that you are a slave of your own actions and swabhava. Yad ahankaram ashritya na yotse iti manyase mityaisha vyavasayaste prakritistvam niyokshasi. Ishvara sarva bhutanam hrideshe arjuna tishtati Brahmayan sarva bhutani yantrarudhani mayaya tameva sharanam gaccha sarva bhavena bharata tat prasadat param shantihi prapsyasi shashvatam sthan. This is the advice given to Arjuna. The same advice Bhagavan Narada gives to Yudhishthira. First thing you have to understand that you are under Ishvara. Anybody who says, I am not under Ishvara, even if he is the most intelligent person having 10 heads, one head itself has a lot of brain capacity. And one head is enough to destroy our life by wrong thinking, by abhimana, by ahankara. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, all are from where? From one head only. This fellow had 10 heads. Of course, through 10 heads, he has mastered the Veda Shastra, all the Yoga Shastra, all types of Maya Shastra, Astra Shastra, Shastra Shastra. No one can beat any of these things. Even arts, music, Samagani. This is Ravana. Because 10 heads, powerful engine. But along with that capacity, what to do? He could not handle his senses. He could not handle his emotional personality. Because of what? Because of non-surrendering to the Ishvara. See, what is the difference between Bhagavan Rama and Ravana? Both are grand. Both are very powerful. Both are very intelligent. But Bhagavan Ramji used everything for others' welfare. Never violated any rules and regulations for his comfort. Putting discomfort for himself, he tried to give comfort to others. The intention of using these faculties determines the quality of our life. Ravana used all these faculties, capacity, to pamper his senses. Understand? Same thing only Dhritarashtra also did. So, Bhagavan Rama tried to give interpretation to all the Shastra to follow Dharma. But Ravana, just opposite. He also studied well, but he tried to give interpretation to the same Shastra to violate. Mother Sita ji asked, such an intelligent fellow you are, how could you make this type of gross mistake like that? No, it's not mistake. It is my right, he says. What? It is your right? Whatever I desire, I can get it. How it is possible? No, that is what Rakshasa Vritti. He justifies. Iha santo nava santi sato vananu vartase. Mother asked, don't you have anyone to tell some advice for you, sadhus? No, in our Rakshasa Desha, this is the rule. What is the rule? When I desire, I can get it. Whatever it may be. My desire is enough to get it if I am powerful. If same logic, if it is used by Kumbhakarna, suppose he desires Mandodari, suppose. He doesn't have time for that because he will be sleeping. Suppose he desired. Will Ravana accept this situation? Same vritti. So, it is called Dharma Abhasa. What Ravana argues is for Dharma Abhasa. Why? Because he could not keep his senses under the control of the either Dharma or the Ishvara. That is why our elders say, first hand over your body, mind and intellect. Manmana bhava, madbhakto, madhyaji, mam namaskuru, mameva yeshyasitvam, pridijane priyosimi. This is the advice after completing Gita. Sarva guhyatamam shastra, idamuktam mayanakat. He told, I have completed all the Shastra advices. Yatejasi tathakur, he told. Bhagavan, whatever you want, you do. Then, Bhagavan had little doubt. This fellow, little oscillating fellow. Suddenly, if he goes for again Adharma, no, you, Arjuna, you please come. I will tell you. Very important advice for you. What is the advice? Surrender to me. So, Narada Bhagavan gives beautiful advice to Yudhishthira. All right, Yudhishthira, you are a Dharmika Purusha. But Ishvara Sharanagati has not happened in your life. No, I surrendered to Krishna. It's all to protect your dharmic life. Understood? You used Bhagavan as ATM box. You have not handed over yourself to Bhagavan. So people are there. They will be happy when their desires are fulfilled by Bhagavan. Some are there, they will be happy when their ideas are accepted as right idea. Even in Shastra Vichara also, they have one idea. If a Swami accepts that idea, then they will hear that Swami's classes. Because very difficult to change one's perception and one's convictions in mind. I told you that example of a disciple who went from Advaita Acharya's Gurukula and learned 12 years Dvaidam. This is what Guna Adhinaha. There is a samskara in our mind which is having aversion towards certain things. Like children have aversion towards sweet or snacks. Some children don't like curds. They like buttermilk, but they don't like curds. Very difficult to understand. It's all same product. Some children don't like milk, but they like ghee. Same only. No, I don't want milk. Some don't like ghee, but they like butter. Same only. No. So no reason for that. It is called klesha. In our mind, it is called klesha. Unmanifested, improbable obstacle in the form of vasanas. Some don't like yellow color, some don't like black color. Like that, aversion and attachment is there towards every small object also. Of course, that gives the personality. That gives the description of our personality. It's okay. Bhagavan says, but don't go as a slave for the vasanas. Make yourself slave for Ishvara. Anyhow, you are slave only. The question is whether you are going to surrender Rama or Ravana. That is the question. You have to take side. Some people don't know which side to take up to end of the life. So suddenly they will be spiritual. Then again, suddenly they will be spiritual in another way. Because spirit means alcohol also is spirit. So sometimes they will be very pious. Sometimes they will be very rakshasic. These people are not able to decide what is their course of action. So cat on the wall, they call it. Confusion. Whole life is spent in confusion. And in our religious life, you can see which one to select as our Ishtadevata. That itself is confusion. On what basis we select our Ishtadevata? Ishtadevata means what? A Devata which is dear to us. How to select the dear Devata? Please tell. Very difficult. And holding on to that Devata, again very difficult. And holding on to Dharma according to the Devata's explanation, because each Devata will give explanation to Dharma in one way. That's what we find in Shastram. So varieties of options are there. Unless you know how you will select. That's why here Narada Bhagavan says, Tasmad Jahyanga Vaiklavyam. Stop this grumbling business. Because you cannot do anything. Neither you can help yourself, nor you can help others. Sarpagrastaha tvam. You are sarpagrastha. Half of your body is already swallowed by Kala Sarpa. You cannot save yourself by yourself. Therefore, only Shastra asks us to surrender to the Lord. If you don't know which Lord we have to surrender, what way we have to surrender, Shastra says, surrender to the person who already surrendered his life to the Lord. Pariksha lokan, karmachitan, brahmanaha san, nirvedamaya. This nirveda means what? Surrendering to the Lord. Stopping knocking the doors of others, seeking help, is called nirvedam. Tad vijnanartham gurum eva abhigached samit panihi shrotriyam brahmanish. So Ishvara Sharanagati or Ishvarasya Bhakta Sharanagati. Either you surrender to Lord according to your whims and fancies, God will guide you. Or go behind someone already surrendered his life. That's why they tell an example in Ramayana. When Vibhishana came to surrender to Rama, there was a meeting whether to accept or not. Everyone gives their opinion. Finally, Bhagavan says, just I want to know your opinion, your condition, your mental condition. But already I have decided to give him shelter. Sakrudev prapannaya tavasmiti te achate abhayam sarva bhudebhyo dadami etat vratam mama anayaina mahabaho tattasya abhayam maya vibhishano va sugriva yadiva ravanasva. Even if Ravana comes, I have to give shelter because already I have given blank check. Then all others, the Sugriva and others are there. Na? Educating Bhagavan. Why you asked our opinion? So Bhagavan says, no, just I want to know what is your mental condition. So already given shelter for Vibhishana. What about the 4 other ministers who followed Vibhishana? They were not in the subject matter at all. Their name were not in the agenda at all of the meeting. Meeting agenda. No, they were not included in agenda. Once Vibhishana was accepted, what happened? You also go behind him. No separate inquiry. So Shastra says, if you have the capacity to approach the Lord, directly go. Take your arms above and say, Bhagavan, I surrender. Whatever you are, he will accept. Otherwise, if you are shy of, if you are guilt, if you are not decided where to go, somehow catch hold on someone who is going to the Lord. Therefore, our life, biggest truth is, our life is safe when it is surrendered to the Lord. What is the meaning of surrender to the Lord? What is the meaning of surrender to the Lord? Here, Narada Bhagavan says, Tadidam Bhagavan Rajan Eka Atma Atmanam Sadrike Antaro Anantaro Bhati Pashyatam Mayayo Rudha So Ayam Adya Maharaja Bhagavan Bhuta Bhavanaha Kala Rupo Avatirno Asyam Abhavaya Suradvisham Nishpaditam Devakrityam Avashesham Pratikshate Tavat Yuyam Avekshatvam Avet Yavad Iga Ishvaraha. It's a beautiful revelation of the Shastram. Tadi idam. Idam means Jagat. In that Jagat, 2 things are there. What are 2 things? Bhokta, Bhogyavastu. Both are there. Bhokta and Bhogyavastu. The Bhokta will have Bhogyam The bhogyam will become bhokta and eat this bhokta. Initially, we eat sweet, then sweet eats us. Understand? Ahastam sahastam, it is called in Shastra. Ahastam sahastam. You eat one thing, same thing eats you. That is why for food, adyate atticha bhutani. Adyate iti annam. Bhutani atticha iti annam. So one living being is the food for another living being, and another living being becomes food for some other living being. Understand? So this is the design of the Srishti, and that design is handled by Bhagavan. How he handles? So kamayat bahusyam praja eti. He has become both bhogya prapanjam and bhoktru prapanjam. Sometime you are bhokta, sometime you are bhogya vastu. When I joined monastic order, one of the elderly monk told, see, if you want to live happily in this organization, I still remember 30 years before it was told to me. If you want to be happy in this monastic life and in this organization, when you are told to be a director of the music, don't expect that others will dance according to your music. When you are told to be a dancer of the music, don't ask the director why I should dance for this music. You have to prop this statement. Very wonderful statement. See, you will have both the role. This is the Shastram based on which that elderly monk advised me. One time you are director, Bhokta. Another time you are dancer, Bhogyam. So you have to find out which role is there for you now. That is the difficult. Once you fix the role, in this situation I am the director, in this situation I am the dancer. What is the difference between the director and dancer? Director has the free will to design the dialogues and the type of drama. Dancer doesn't have that. So some area you have free will in your life. In some area you don't have free will in your life. So when you are a director, don't expect that dancer will dance according to you. Generally what you will tell? Director I am. Whatever I have to tell, I am telling, you have to obey. I am the head of this family. Whatever I say, all should obey me. It's a wrong idea. When I become dancer, then also I say, why should I dance for you? Arey, you only told when you are director, dancer should obey you. When you become dancer, same fellow you are asking, why should I dance according to the director? See? For your benefit, one scale. For other benefit, another scale. This is the problem. Here Narada Bhagavan says, you have to understand both director and dancer are same. You have to shift your thinking process from Vyavaharika Drishti to Paramarthika Drishti, again Vyavaharika Drishti, Paramarthika Drishti, like that. That's our life. Sometimes you have to take Vyavaharika Drishti. I am responsible for the situation, so I will work it out and I will study. Because I failed, why I failed? Because I have not studied. So I am responsible for the situation. So again I will try and I will pass. Okay. Suppose second time also same thing happened. Bhagavan is responsible for that. That is how our life is safe and happy. We can laugh at ourselves. In Sanatana Dharma, the facility is given for us Some 20 years before, from West, a consultant came to our matter. He came to meet one elderly monk. His intention was to teach the people, poor people, to face their challenges in life. So he created some sort of organization wherein this group, community leaders are called and made to be aware of their problem and solution for their problem. So he was working in India for last 5 years before his meeting with that Swami. So he told, in India, Swamiji, it is not possible to change the mindset of the poor people. Then that Swamiji asked, why you tell like this? No, Swamiji, when I tell initially, you have the capacity to fight your rights and like that, they agree. Some years or some months they try also. Then suddenly one day, they stop their trying and tell, what to do, Ishvara is kept like that, so we will spend our life like that, they spend. Even in family affairs also, they try to correct their family members. If they are not able to correct their family members, finally they start correct themselves. They become sannyasis. They say, all right, Bhagavan is given this much only, let me take off. So in other cultures, this problem we don't have. Because they have only one life. And that life also is taught to live according to their whims and fancies in the name of rights. Every individual is taught their right. So demand, right, work hard. How many years? 75, 80. 85 also you have to work to feed yourself. But in our culture, if you raise your hands, I will not work. Then society says, come, I will feed you. Only thing is what you don't know, you know. Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram, you have to tell. You go to Vrindavan, so many people, so many mothers and people, whole day they spend this only, they are fed. The charity works in India cannot be compared to any other nation's charity work. The quantity, so much charity work. Only few people are working sincerely. Mukesh Ambani, Anil Ambani, like that. Only few people are working. All others are enjoying. Only few people think. Only few people struggle. In our home itself, you see, in Indian home, one fellow will go to job. 5 people will be eating to a parent, wife and children. Parents are non-productive, children cannot work, wife will take care of them, welfare of the parent and the children. So wife also will not go to job. In Western society, it is not like that. Everyone has to work, including a boy who has completed his 15 years or 16 years of age. He has to work and find out his food. That's why bills are more there. Here, no bill letter. After 25 years, no problem. Mother will feed you. After that, also she will feed you. It's scolding. Arey, when you are going to feed me, when you are going to stand. Why I am telling this? The Srishti design should be understood. Then, Sharanagati towards the Srishti Karta will be very natural. Moha Nivrityarte Dvaitasya Avastatvam Aha. Sridhar Bhagavan writes commentary for this shloka. What is the shloka? Tad idam jagate Bhagavan eva. Saha ekaha swadrik atmanam atma bhavati. Saha antaraha anantaraha. Mayaya baddha iva bhati. Tam pashye tasya mahimanam. See, first advice from Narada is what? Understand you are a slave. Second advice from Narada is what? Therefore, you surrender to the Lord. Third advice is, To surrender to the Lord, you have to know His Mahima, His grandeur, His capacity, His Karuna, and the design of the Jagat. What is the design of the Jagat? You don't have any individual existence in this creation. Why? Because He is the Bhokta, He is the Bhogyam. Sometimes He takes the Bhokta role, sometimes He takes the Bhogya role. When He takes the Bhokta role in your form, you consider what? I can. Suddenly He takes Bhogya role in your form. Then what you say? I cannot. Where is the I? Where is the I? Where do you have existence different from the Lord? Therefore, Sayeva Swadriki Atmanam Atma Bhati. Very important knowledge for us to surrender to the Lord. First thing is what? You are under slave. This is from which standpoint? From Deha and Manas and intellect standpoint. In all the three levels, faculty levels, you are slave. How you are slave? Because you decide to be slave. Kala, karma, gunadhita. Who is the master? One who handles everything. One who handles the lokapalas is the master. So what should I do? Surrender to him. To surrender to him, you should have an understanding that you don't have individual existence different from the Lord. It is like telling a wave to surrender to the ocean. Telling a wave to surrender to the ocean. Imagine an ocean wherein some small waves, my Acharya Swami used to give this example. Small waves are shouting, please protect us, this Gunda is coming, that big wave is coming, like that. Then nearby relative old waves are telling, Arey, you fellows, newly created fellows, we are here so many years. We will not be destroyed. As though something is going to destroy, it will appear. But we will go to the shore and again safely will come back to ocean only. Why you are afraid and shouting like this? No. We may be going and coming to the ocean. But this fellow's weight is very powerful. Like that small wave still. Small wave still. This Gundu wave is very powerful. We are not able to bear that weight. So, Bhagavan, protect, like that. The waves are all praying, small waves. Then another uncle wave or auntie wave says, our Bhagavan is not there above on clouds. Our Bhagavan is ocean. Pray to the ocean. Then another grandfather uncle, what you call wave says, Arey, ocean is not our Bhagavan. And then, who is our Bhagavan? The small wave says, you are the part of the Bhagavan. So, there is no need to pray at all. Simply understand this, that I am the part of Bhagavan. I don't have any existence individually from ocean. Then you are safe. You understand now? When you have your individuality only, there is a fear to protect that individuality. Here Narada Bhagavan says, where you exist, please. In Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna's gospel, this argument comes. Somebody comes and asks, why this much suffering in our life? Bhagavan says, it's all Leela. Leela? For his Leela, we should suffer. That's the question comes. For his Leela, we should suffer. Then Bhagavan Sri Ramakrishna says, where you exist, please tell. Next level answer. Because from Vyavaharika Drishti, you don't have answer for this. I told you, na, why you suffer, why I suffer? Because of your Puru Karma. How it came? Because of your Puru Karma. When it started? When did I did first time crime? Please tell. Is somebody no, you did not do any crime. It is Bhagavan's Leela. That's the answer. So Kamayate Bahusyam praja yeyeti. He said, Swadrike Nana Iva Bhati. See how highest order of knowledge is kept in this small dialogue. Somebody cries and somebody wipes the tears of the cry. In that, this dialogue comes. Generally, these Pauranikas and other people, they will just turn the page and get away with the story. But I cannot do that because Sridhara Swami has given a lot of explanation in this place. So he says, surrender. From Vyavaharika level, surrender. To surrender, have this attitude that I have nothing to surrender. Because I don't exist. It's like telling a golden ring, surrender to gold. Why this fellow is go on beating me? Already I am round. Why he is beating me? So nearby jewels are telling. You have to imagine. Jewels talking. Yo, he has beaten me also. How you escaped from his beating? I surrendered to gold. You also surrender. Like that another jewel says. What is the meaning of surrendering to gold? What is the meaning of surrendering to gold? Having this conviction. What is the meaning of surrender to the Lord? Having the conviction that I have nothing to surrender. This knowledge is called surrender. I hope your mind will go to basics of Vedanta class, wherein we have dealt this topic. I have nothing to surrender. This knowledge is called surrender. Because I don't exist different from Lord. Because he is the Bhogta and he is the Bhogyam. When he will take Bhogta Rupa, when he will take Bhogyam Rupa, he only puts. So I cannot complain. As that elderly monk told, na, don't complain. If you are a director, don't complain. Others don't dance according to you. Don't complain why the director is putting this type of music when you are a dancer. Both way you cannot complain. What we do, both way we complain. When the queue doesn't move, then also we complain in Tirupati Darshan time. But the queue is not moving. When queue moves, then also we complain. When queue doesn't move, when we complain, we are on the queue. When queue moves, when we complain, we are on darshan point. You understand? This is called selfishness. This makes our desire as a papa karma. I want at any cost. People say, no. No. When I enjoy the moment of queue, when I am in queue, the same person should enjoy the moment of the queue when I am in darshan point also. This is called dharma. How it is possible? When you understand the design of your life, the design of your sense organs, the design of your mind, and design of the Srishti, totality, and the nature of the designer. Designer is very peculiar fellow. Ishvara is very peculiar. If you say you are this, he stands, yes. I am this. I am with 4 hands, 2 legs, 1 head only. If you say you are not this, yes, I am not this. If you say you are male, he says, yes, I am male. If you say you are female, my mummy, yes, I am your mummy. What it is? No individuality. See, for Jiva also no individuality. For Ishvara also no individuality. That's why it can take all individualities. Sweet, the sweetness doesn't have any individuality. Do you agree or not? But it takes laddu form, jalebi form, sugar cane juice form, why chocolate form, why ice cream form. All forms it takes. Because it doesn't have any individuality. Not having any individuality is a secret of freedom. Therefore, here Narada Rishi says, give up your individuality of a putra. No, Bhagavan himself has taken the individuality of Dharma Gopta, protector of Dharma. That is for Rama's sake. Saha Bhagavan Bhuta Bhavanaha Kala Rupaha Asyam Bhumyam Suradvisham Abhavaya Nashaya Avatirna. He has taken that form for helping the Devatas, for helping the Rishis, for helping the human beings, sadhakas. Oh, so drama is over. He doesn't have any individuality at all. Devanam karyam tena nishpaditam. He has done Deva karyam, therefore, kevalam avashesham pratikshate. Now he is going to be free from that type of individuality. What an individuality of Krishna, imagine. And that individuality itself is going to be given up. See, no human being in the creation can have the individuality of Krishna. Imagine, anything Maduram. Adaram Maduram, Nayanam Maduram, Gamanam Maduram, Vachanam Maduram. Anything you take, you cannot point out any defect in that individuality. Whether it is a Bhogya Vastu, what a Bhokta you are. 16,108 families, having 10 children in each family. 1,61,800 children, lifting the mountain on little finger, keeping it for 7 days, challenging Indra, challenging Srishtikarta Chaturmukha Brahma, challenging these Rakshasas as a mere child. That much of grandeur you cannot have with any individuality. That individuality is going to go. Why you are keeping your individuality? Because Yudhishthira is always having that individuality. I am Dharma Gopta, I am Dharmikavan, I am Satyavan, I am Dharma Gopta, like that. So Narada Rishi says, Arey, idiot, you are made to have this role. Give up that role. One day, everyone has to give up the role. Because all are roles. Roles are for rolling away. May Acharya Swami used to say, all roles are for rolling away. You assume the role of being a child. After coming only, you have become child. Na? Mother says, you are my child. En chellam. Okay. Then when you become adult, you are my lover. Okay, no problem. Rukmini Devi told, okay, no problem. So for everyone, if Prarabdha is there, one Rukmini Devis will be there. Love letter will be there. Okay, no problem. You are my father. Pradyumna, Samba told to Krishna, okay, you also become father. You also can become mother. But how much time? Assumed things are subject to given up. The problem is in human mind, because it is idiot, na? So it considers every role as fact about himself. That is why whenever you ask biodata of a person, you will tell only the name of the roles. I am so and so, son of so and so, father of so and so, husband of so and so, wife of so and so, having certificate of so and so degree, subject, doing so and so work, only so and so only. If you ask, are you mother only? No, I am mother also. Are you daughter only? No, daughter also. Mother-in-law only? No, mother-in-law also. Also, na? Also means what? Added, na? Give up. How can I give up? Array, the grandest role taken by Lord is going to give up. The Narada Rishi how beautifully ends the advice. Instead of ending Sarvam Jagat Mithya, give up. This is how things are ended. Like that, he could have been little Kathora. If other rishis would have been, they will be like this. Anityam, Asukam, Lokam, like that. But Narada Rishi says, see, entire thing is according to your roles only. Among the roles taking individuals, Bhagavan is the greatest one who took the beautiful roles. He himself is going to give up. The director is going to stop the drama. What you are going to do in drama stage, please tell. Understand? So, in our life also, a day will come to say, enough. To practice that saying enough only, Now and then, Ekadashis, Vaikunta Ekadashi, Shivaratri. Today is Shivaratri. So, at least for one day, you stop eater role and sleeper role. Understand? Eat. Why? Because you have to stop one day. You have to stop. No, Swamiji, up to end, I will take fruit juice at least. No, don't do that. As much as possible, stop eating. At least for one day. That's why in our Shastra it is there. Some periods of time, don't eat. Don't take the eater role. And see how your mind reacts. Already you are in hunger. Yeah, when you say to mind that today is Shivaratri, generally your stomach will get hunger 8 o'clock, 8:30. Already you told yesterday, suppose, and it will start 7 o'clock itself. I want food, I want food, I want. Mind will react. So we have to give up consciously all roles. While performing all roles, if you are allowed to make as a director, we will not expect the dancer to dance according to us. If you are made to be a dancer, we will not ask the director, why this type of music for my dance? So, surrender to the Lord with the knowledge that Bhagavan is playing in my form. Generally, what is our idea? Bhagavan is playing with me. கடவுள் ஏன் சுவாமி என்கிட்ட விளையாடுற வேற வேலை இல்லையா அவருக்கு? Bhagavan doesn't do any work then. Are you that much grand? என்ன மட்டும் சோதிக்கிறார். He is giving exams for me only. That much you are grand. No. If he starts really to examine you, very first question itself will be off, going down. So he is playing with you and he is playing as you. What is the final knowledge? He is playing in my form. I don't have any existence other than his existence. That's what in Ramayana we find. Hanumanji, whenever he was praised by others and Bhagavan Rama also, Hanumanji happily says, Bhagavan, what is this? I don't have any existence at all. There is nothing called Hanuman other than Rama Nama Mahima. See the understanding? What is Hanuman and what is the actions and achievements of Hanuman is nothing but Rama Nama Mahima. Rama Nama belongs to Rama, so Mahima also belongs to Rama. This understanding is called Sharanagati. We'll pray to the Bhagavan to give this understanding and make us surrender to the Lord. With this advice, Narada Rishi says to Yudhishthira, your father, your mother, Gandhari and Dhritarashtra and Vidura all have entered the forest, and within 5 days their body is going to be consumed by the forest fire. Because he is Trikaladarshi. So he says they are going to give up their body in forest fire. So you take care of yourself. Rule this country with dharma, with adhyatma chetas. If you do your duty only with dharma, you will be in trouble. Now and then you will ask this question, what for, why? If you rule the nation with dharma and adhyatma chetas, anxiety will not be there. Bhagavan says, Nirashir nirmamo bhutva idhyasva vigata jvaraha. The jvara will not be there. Anxiety will not be there. What happened there? What happened here? Like that. Anxiety will not be there. So lead your life with adhyatma chetas, surrendering to the Lord with the knowledge that everything is nothing but Lord Himself. And all forms are taken by Him. Because it is taken, it will be given up by Him at one time. In that form, my form also is included, or I am also included. So my life also is going to have an end. So I am ready for that. With this knowledge, you perform your duties, rule your country without anxiety. Like that, Narada Bhagavan advises and disappears. Yudhishthira Maharaja ruled this nation with this knowledge and Dharma for 36 years. After Mahabharata war, Yudhishthira Maharaja ruled this nation for 36 years. And in between he did Ashwamedha Yaga. Bhagavan Krishna came and attended all those yagas, and he has gone back to Dwaraka along with Arjuna this time. Already he has gone back once. Now and then he used to come. Relatives, na? So whenever nice function comes, so he used to attend and he used to bless everyone. Then after Ashwamedha Yaga, when he went to Dwaraka along with Arjuna, the problem of Dwaraka was there. There was a Brahmana who lost his child in Dwaraka. Newborn child will be disappeared. Then the Brahmana will come and blame Krishna. You are adharmic fellow. Because of your adharma only, now my child is disappeared like that. So Bhagavan had to go to Vaikunta in the meantime to establish that I have not done anything wrong, and he saved the children of the Brahmana. Like that, Leelas happened. Those details we will see in the next class. Tadeva ramyam ruchiram navam tavam tadeva shashvan manaso mahotsavam tadeva shokarnavam shochanam druna yaduttama shloka yashonu giyate Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Gopika Jivana Smaranam Govinda Govinda.
भजो रे भैया राम गोविंद हरि 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 साधन कछु नहीं लागत जप तप साधन कछु नहीं लागत खर्च धन की गठरी भजो रे भैया खर्च धन की गठरी भजो रे भैया राम गोविंद हरि भजो रे भैया राम गोविंद हरि संतत संपत सुख के कारण संतत संपत सुख के कारण जासे भूल परी भजो रे भैया जासे भूल परी भजो रे भैया राम गोविंद कबीर जामुख रावण कहत कबीर जामुख रावण ओंख धूल भरी भजो रे भैया ओंख धूल भरी भजो रे भैया राम गोविंद हरि भजो रे भैया राम गोविंद हरि भजो रे भैया राम गोविंद